Hey, what's up gamers? This is Skeleton. I am here in Darkmoor in the arena of the plant boss Aphrodite to bring you the at long last gear drops list that this boss drops. Now, she drops stuff that's school specific for every school, so of course I can't bring you the fire gear and the myth gear, etc, etc. I can't bring you those gear specific items on my storm character. Just know that the things that I'm going to show you as far as storm-only gear are going to be similar for every school. There's going to be a similar thing for fire and ice and everything. So the actual gear table for this boss is pretty big. But as far as an individual school goes, I do believe it's kind of small. I've run this thing over 25 times, but I'm going to say 25 times because I'm pretty sure that I've at least crossed that line. But I think it's more than that. Anyway, I'm going to show you the list of things that I've gotten in an average 25 run play of this thing. And you'll see that that's on average. Now mind you, I didn't get a couple of notable items. There's the Sacred Charge life spell that's in here. I didn't get that at all in all my runs. I got it right away on test round, but not at all here. There's supposedly, well, actually there really is. I mean, Blaze told me about it, so there's gotta be here. There's a 22 resist all gem in here, but it's 22 flat, not 22%. So, I mean, it's great if you get it, but whatever. That's just a gem. I'm not really impressed with too many of the gems here. Anyway, those are two items that I know of that drop here that I didn't get. Now let me go ahead and get into my bag here and show you what I did get in 25 runs. Now, as you may or may not know, there is no hat, robe, and shoes in here. Not at all. She doesn't drop anything like that. She does drop staff, several of them. I've gotten 2 rain sticks, and this is the stats for them. Gotta love that. I have to say, I've got to love that extra pet energy up there, plus 10 max. Pet energy is really what you're going to go for if you come in here. They have a critical ring, and that's cool too. I'll get that in a minute. But most everything in here has some pet energy or some gardening energy attached to it. And that's the best thing about coming in here. Anyway, I got 2 rain sticks. And I got 3 Tanglevine staff. As you see, the rain sticks are storm specific. And the Tanglevine staffs are anybody. So there again, a fire would get a fire specific wand or these. I got a bunch of Athames. One of them that I actually use regularly. And I use this one because it gives me that extra 18% storm damage boost. Not only that, it gives you life, death, and myth block, which that's what those vines are in here. They're going to be life, death, or myth. And that extra 23 block is a good thing. Mind you, and I just happened to notice just now, it's not 23%, it's 23 block. So I'm thinking it's not very much, but at least it's a little more. Anyway, this is the one that I generally use for this battle. If not, I use my Dragon's Talon down here, but that has nothing to do with this boss. Anyhow, I got 2 Storm of Thorns and 4 of these Stinging Nettle. And both of these have pet energy. Cannot go wrong. At all. Cannot go wrong. The only difference really between these is one is storm specific and gives you that extra storm damage, and one does not. That's the real difference there. The one that isn't storm specific gives you a little more life, but that's really the only change. Okay. There are no amulets that I know of in here. I didn't get any. Rings. I got this one. This ring, I got 1 in 25 drops, so that tells me this has got to be pretty rare. And I kind of use this a little bit more than I use the other ones, just because of the damage and the power pip chance. I got 3 of these Aphrodite's Bedlam bands, and these are the storm specific ones. They give you plus 60 storm critical. But in my situation, I've got plenty of critical, and I mean, I've got over 100% critical, and I still don't critical all the time, so I've kind of given up a little bit of hope in that critical thing. I opted instead for the Ring of the Chaotic Heart, which you also get here because of that plus 20 incoming heals. In here, you can use all the heals you can get. However, the good part about the Bedlam Band is it does give you the +8 pet energy. There's also the Greenbrier Band. I got 3 of those. And it gives you pet energy, but it gives you a lot less incoming heals, which is, again, why I didn't opt for it in this fight. A little bit more health and a little bit less mana. Otherwise, nah. This is going to be a better gardening ring, I do believe, than it's going to be a combat ring, especially if they've got a better combat ring in here. I'm sure, again, that there are other school-specific rings in here that people will want. This is the one that seems like people have been questing after or wanting the most or what have you, because that +55 critical again. Again, my critical rating is pretty high. I'm not really worried about that so much. That heals is really what's going to help me out. And I have gotten seeds such as the Deadly Flytrap, the Sunyon. There's a variety of seeds that drop in here. There's a variety of rare reagents, blood moss and etc., that type of thing that drop in here. There's also gems. Let me get to those that drop in here. Of different types. There's been a few of them, you know, the criticals and the whatnot like that. There's been a few of those that you probably get anywhere pretty much. But a couple of them that I did get in here that I thought were very interesting were this one. I got 2 of these Mocampo Amethysts in here. They probably dropped somewhere else, but I got 2 of those in here, and it's summon a minion of Storm, which I think is pretty cool. I'm not going to particularly use it. Maybe I'll tack it onto a piece of gear, you know, just to fill out the slots or what have you. I don't really use this minion, but it's pretty cool that it does drop in here. Another one that, and I got 2 of those, by the way, I just want to make sure I mention. Now, another one that I got in here, if I can find it, that I did find to be interesting, mostly because I only got one, was, I think I got this one in here as well. I think that I did. Summon Bedivere, which is the life version. Okay, interesting. The thing I don't like about Bedivere is he attacks more than he heals. I don't really vote for that. I got this one. This is the one that I got one of as well. Visanji Peridot. Summon a minion of Myth. I haven't tried this. I've heard it's pretty decent, but I haven't tried it myself. And it drops in here. Okay, so that's the things that I got in 25 runs. Well, I think it was actually 27 runs. But that's the things I got in that number of runs that I did. There was one time, and only one, that I was a victim of that drop glitch and I got nothing. Just one time. I don't know if they fixed that since I started doing this, because they had an update just like yesterday or day before. And maybe they fixed that. I hope they have, because there was a lot of people mad. And rightfully so, coming here for a half an hour, 45 minutes, and get nothing. That's no. I don't vote for that either. Anyway, if they haven't fixed that, I think I've gotten a pretty good way of making sure that I get a drop every time, and that's as soon as she comes on with her "Oh, I've been defeated" speech, cancel that out and go over to the chest and hit X. Right away. The one time I didn't do that was the one time I didn't get a drop. So if they haven't fixed it, that might make a difference for you guys. Alright? This is what I've got for Aphrodite, the Darkmoor Skeleton Key Boss. And I don't think I'm coming back here to farm it again anytime soon, mostly because I think I've gotten all the drops that are important. If I hear about something new, I'll come in here, try to get it, post it, all that type of stuff. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Sharing is very important. I would appreciate it. It'll get the word out there, and it's really helping me out. If you want, leave a comment to talk to me, to ask me questions, or just shoot the breeze, because I love to talk to you guys back. This is Skelemystic reminding you that whatever else you do, always love the game. Peace. Hey, what's up, gamers? This is Skelemystic. I am here in Mushu at the site of the new Skeleton Key Boss temple, the Storm Boss, to give you guys some tips and strategies, some tricks, especially if you're a lower level player or Mushu level player, to get through this boss without too much of a headache.